Okay, so this is going to be the latest VOD. And now you will see Bisu here as the yellow Protoss on the map Longinus at about 7 o'clock, and here is Midas as the teal Terran at about 3 or 4 o'clock. And this is on the map Longinus, so this should be a very interesting and very great map. I'll give you a little bit of detail on the players. Now Midas, as you see right here, he's a very great Terran player. He's known to having a very great he has great matchups in pretty much everything, but lately he's been slacking a bit in his Terran versus Protoss, and so I have no idea who will win, because Bisu, on the other hand, Bisu Shield, well, he's been doing very good lately, displaying awesome strategies, awesome uses of his micro and macro, and he really is very, very good. He beat Savior, he's beating a lot of people, and he's really good. And so Midas, I'm not quite sure if he will be able to defeat Bisu. Bisu has emerged as a new star, and he's very excellent. And so this will be a very interesting matchup. This is part of the Shinhan Bank Pro League, so this is what these games are for, being played for. And you can see that Midas is creating his first barracks right there, and his early gas to get a factory as soon as possible, as well as early simulator by Bisu to get Dragoons as soon as his cybernetics core is finished. And right now you see Midas doing, both of them are doing a standard build, which for Bisu, the Protoss, is a 1-gate tech, and this is mainly used by Protoss because you need Dragoons in order to fight Terran metal easily. So there was a second gateway going up actually back there a couple of seconds ago, so this may be a different strategy. I'm not quite sure. It's still pretty standard. It's not going too far off the basic build that's going on. I'm actually not quite sure because I'm not a Protoss player myself, but it shouldn't affect too much. Now both of them are scouting, finally deciding to scout. There is a Marine blocking Bisu's probe from getting inside. I think Bisu could have gone inside, but he probably knows that that Midas is probably going to be going one barracks to a factory, and he wouldn't be able to scout much without having to micro a lot because of the Marines that will be chasing him. And so Midas did get inside of the base of Bisu, and he will continue to do some scouting in here. There's the probe is still waiting outside of Midas's base, and the SCV is inside, but a Dragoon has just come out and is starting to attack the SCV. SCV taking a couple of hits. The SCV can only take 6 hits from Dragoons, but you can see it's being microed very carefully by Midas so that it can get as much valuable scouting as possible. And there is an expansion going up by Midas, and this SCV is still alive, getting some scouting in. But okay, so there's so a Dragoon did kill the SCV. The Dragoon came from the top, and so basically the SCV was cornered. And now that Midas did see those 2 Dragoons, he is deciding to get a bunker for defense, because Dragoons will be able to do much damage if there's already 2 or 3, which I think I saw. And expansion going up for Bisu as well. The Dragoons are arriving, and the Marines are backing up, and will go into the bunker as soon as possible. The SCV is placed at the front so it can do some scouting, and once they see the Dragoons, they are going to load into the bunker. The bunker is being attacked, but a tank has come out and will be able to shoot the Dragoons. The Dragoons have less range than a tank. Actually, there's 3 Dragoons now. I think they might have... they do have singularity charge now. The tank has to be able to fend them off. The tank needs to be able to shoot, but he can't afford to lose it. Midas can't afford to lose his tank. And the bunker is being attacked. Okay, so the tank is going to be attacked by these Dragoons. They are being focused fire. They are focused fire, and the tank goes down. The tank goes down. That's a very bad loss for Midas, because the tank was the main reason that the Dragoons could not attack the bunker full on. And now they are going to be able to attack. Another tank has come out though, and it is going to be sieged, and it will fend off the Dragoons. Now what you can see, just like on the other match I posted yesterday, is that the Dragoons, even though they know that they can't destroy the bunker completely, they know that Midas has to keep on repairing it using valuable resources to repair it, because if that bunker goes down, then the Dragoons can just go in. So I see a robotics facility, and I also saw a citadel of a dune and observatory. So possibly shuttles and reavers, definitely observers, and maybe Dark Templars or High Templars. Probably High Templars, or Dark Templars. Or maybe he's just getting it for speed legs for his Zealots. Not entirely sure. Midas is creating a wall right here. Won't do much, but with its siege tanks, it will be able to fend off any Dragoons that try and pick it off. And the second factory for Midas is going up. Actually, okay, so there is a Templar Archives. This is going to be a Dark Templar attack. Not quite sure how he will use the Dark Templars. And when you're doing such a strategy, it is very risky. But when you have the opponent contained like this, it is a very good strategy that is always a good choice. Well, not always, but usually it's a good choice, because Terran is the race with the least amount of detection, or the least amount of easy detection to get. And there is an observer going out. And Dark Templars would, I think, do some devastating damage to a Terran, because Midas doesn't have comsat stations, doesn't have turrets, doesn't have science vessels, so it would do a lot of damage. Looks like a pylon wall is going up here by Bisu. Bisu looks like he will make a new expansion there as well. And there is an academy, so there will be a comsat soon, and there is also a armory. Okay, so there is about 3 or 4 DTs that I just saw, Dark Templars. They were loaded into the shuttle. The shuttle is coming across the map. Let's see how this turns out. I think that Bisu will be able to use this very efficiently. Okay, so there goes Nexus for an expansion that Bisu is creating while his opponent is contained, while 2 comsat stations are being created, so there will be a little bit of detection. Midas will get 2 scans before he runs out, and we'll have to wait for more energy. So here comes the shuttle. The shuttle is going to be spotted by the tank, but 1 or 2 DTs was unloaded. The DT is going to start killing the siege tank. Other units have come by. They probably are going to scan. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so another DT has been unloaded there, attacking the units over here. It has been scanned and will die. Okay, so what you can see right now is Bisu is killing off these SUVs with the Dark Templar, doing some major damage. And it looks like another DT has been unloaded over here. The DT will start to do a lot of damage, attacking from multiple points of areas, and confusing Midas. It looks like the Dragoons I see on the minimap are also beginning their attack. The Dark Templar up here is attacking, the Dark Templar down here is attacking, and the Dragoons are attacking on the left. So, Midas is going to have to defend multiple areas of places at once, but siege tanks have fended off the Dragoons, but 2 Dark Templars remain in the base. 1 Dark Templar did go down. There is still 1 Dark Templar in Midas's base, and this expansion, another expansion going up for Bisu. Bisu is grabbing 2 expansions while he has the advantage at this point. And let me just talk about what Bisu just did. He just unloaded 3 Dark Templars in 3 different places, and he also attacked with his Dragoons. So he split up Midas's units, and he also did heavy damage because Midas did not have 3 scans and was only able to kill 2 of the Dark Templars that were unloaded. And Bisu takes advantage of this by keeping his opponent more contained and grabbing 2 expansions. And so a lot of detection is going up for Midas, and I will have to pause this here soon because the video is going to end. Okay, pause.